Just because someone develops dementia or memory loss doesn't mean their life is over. We've found ways to support them and help them live normal lives.
One of the best ways to help a resident feel loved and supported is by building a rapport with them, by really and truly learning their life stories, learning what they like, what they enjoy, what they don't like, and what they don't enjoy, and finding ways to incorporate that into their daily lives.
Every day we look for a way for our residents to have purpose and meaning, to be engaged in life. You know, one of the things about life, whether you have dementia or not, is to have a purpose and have something to do, some reason to get up in the morning. And just because you have dementia doesn't mean that that should stop being the case. So we look for ways for our residents to engage.
The first level of care that Country Meadows does offer is the Connections Club, which is provided for our residents. They do need additional guidance with activities of daily living, socialization, and cognitive stimulation.
I think it did her a world of good. And in the first 2 years, not only did I see her not getting worse, I saw some improvement.
The ideal candidate for Connections Club is someone who is still in very good physical health, but is starting to exhibit the earliest signs, things like problems remembering names and recognizing familiar faces. Having a hard time navigating their surroundings is a good indication that someone would be ready for the program. Someone who asks a lot of questions and needs a lot of reassurance regarding their daily schedule of activities.
She was more active, she was more animated, she was more social. She was able to carry on conversations better than she had been previously. She couldn't remember anyone's names, but she had friends, and it had been years since my mother had had friends.
The philosophy of setting our residents up to have a successful day in the Connections Club begins with the morning resident meeting. 7 days a week, our residents come together to prepare for their days, and we review the daily calendar of events, and the Connections Club coordinator makes special notes of which events the residents are interested in participating in, encourages them to get involved, and then reminds them throughout the day to get involved. Offers all of that reassurance that they can get to the program, they can be successful. Residents, over a cup of coffee, talk about the news and plan their days. It's all about putting the person in situations where they can be successful, and that's one thing that the coordinator does. She anticipates situations that might be challenging or might present to be a problem for someone in this stage, and she either supports them in a way that they can participate successfully or offers an alternate program. The importance of having an early stage memory support program for residents at Country Meadows is that we're able to intervene early. And what I mean by that is we're able to prevent them from withdrawing socially. We're able to keep their memories as sharp as they possibly can be. Just as physical fitness is important to one's physical strength, cognitive fitness is just as important for someone's mental strength.
So for me to be able to provide a safety net for them, for me to be able to say it's okay to be who you are and say what you need to say in the moment is very rewarding.
Families are very important to us at Country Meadows. As they go along this journey of dementia with their loved one, we need to be there supporting them every step of the way.
I think a lot of our family members feel that their relationship with their parent or their spouse that has moved to Country Meadows really and truly does begin to develop.
We want our residents to get all the benefits from the programs, to be stimulated, but to have fun while they're doing it. We do the Time Slip storytelling program, and that's exactly what it is. It's creative storytelling. And the residents feel really successful at the conclusion of those programs because everyone in the group has an opportunity to participate, and there's no right or wrong answers. We're simply using our imagination. So we're playing on the residents' strengths, not their weakness.
What would he do to make her angry enough to pop him?
I don't know. I don't go swimming.
There are numerous opportunities for our residents to leave the campus and be engaged in opportunities that are social, that are cognitive, that are spiritual, all going on outside of the Country Meadows campus. Our community and our community involvement is so important for our residents.
I think if she had not been involved in the club, it would have been extremely difficult for her to adjust, because my mother was never a very social person. It was always just her and my father. And once my father passed away, she was just lost. She was just lost.
Connections Neighborhood is a very supportive program that we find really helps our residents maintain their dignity and offers their families a source of support as well.
Our environment is much more home-like than what you would think of a senior care facility. And I think that allows people to do activities that they would do in their home and make them feel more supported and having a more regular life. We have a moving kit that provides lots of information for families. Families have questions about what things are going to be like when they arrive. So we like them to be prepared and to understand what we're all about. We try to provide programming that is appropriate level, that's engaging, that they enjoy doing. You know, we look for different activities to connect with different parts of a resident's life. So we have social activities and we have physical activities. We really stress our cognitive activities to keep that part of their life engaged.
When a resident's experiencing anxiety, which is a completely natural and normal emotion for someone to feel as they're being challenged with memory impairment, short-term memory loss can really stress a resident out. And validation method is a method that we use to teach our staff how to communicate with empathy and non-judgment for our residents.
I think it's imperative that someone with dementia stay as social and as active as they possibly can.
There are so many benefits associated with this program. First, there's a huge quality of life benefit. Residents who are maybe fearful about their future, living with memory loss, have a sense of reassurance knowing that other people are dealing with the same thing. We can help residents be vibrant, active members of the community.